Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I am Lex, and today we are on the island that is so aptly named Symmetrica because the island is as symmetrical as its owner Dasha could create it. So here we have the island, the terraforming, the pathways, all gorgeous. As you can see, the dream address is right there. If you would like to tour along with me, we have the villagers of Sky: Bianca, Sherb, Agnes, Julian, Kiki, Aurora, Sterling, Petrie, and Roscoe. As you can see, the Resident Plaza as well as the Secret Beach are lined up to be symmetrical as well. They're in the center of the island if you're going, horizontally. So everything is arranged around those, and as you can see, it is lined up perfectly. And Dasha has said that it is not just like the layout of the island, but the items have been laid out as symmetrical as possible, as well as the pathways. This island is a kind of mix of the typical elegant core themes you would see of being like light and airy versus like kind of gothic theme, and I feel so bonita in my dress. Look at David back there. Is that Dave? Is that someone else? I don't know. You can see someone through the gazebo though. The first view from the airport is incredible already. This is such a well done, elegant design. I love it. And Dasha also said that she made the island very intentionally to be practical as well, because she actually plays on it. So the island is made to be easily traversable so that you can get around and actually, play the game. I love the suits of armor through the arches as well. That looks so nice. We have little stalls. It's kind of like the resident services area is a little market here in the center of the island. Very well done. We will walk around both sides, of course. So here we have this little diagonal pathway down, very wide open, very easy to navigate here. I also think it's nice to have this like moody, rainy kind of weather happening here. It does also sort of fit the elegant core vibe very well. So this beach is really well designed, very restful, nice and relaxing. And then up here, just like we saw on the other side of the airport, we have this little gazebo moment where you can see the statue through it. So neat. It's so cool to see this level of symmetry achieved on an island. Like, if you've seen any of my design videos, you know that I quite enjoy a symmetrical moment. I have never considered tackling making a whole island symmetrical. That is just incredibly impressive. Definitely give Dasha some kudos in the comments, because how do you do this? There are, of course, elements like this, the pier that cannot be symmetrical. You can only possibly have one pier. I also really do appreciate the presence of Kiki here. I kind of feel like Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, and my little blue dress here and my bow. Like I said, I feel very bonita. I love the designs on the beaches so far. We do have a lot of boats, a lot of fishing stuff going on. It seems like we have a little like bakery happening here, cherry themed, which is super cute. We have a little duck pond on the rocks, a little tent area here, a little camping on the beach. Look at all of this. Each of the areas too, like individual builds, seem to have a lot of symmetrical elements going on with the plants and stuff, which is really nice. This is the Nook's Cranny shopping area, and on the flip side of the island, we will get to see what is in store for the Able Sisters build. So let's try to remember here. We have a well, a little mini orchard with some cherry trees, which that's a really neat detail too, because of the cherry items at the little shop here right on the beach. What a neat detail, the cherry trees are right here. It's farm to table. This is so well done. I love all the statues too, just really emphasizing that elegant theme for the island. Everything here just looks beautiful. I also love the blue details we've seen so far. I love the little pops of blue coming in from the hydrangea bushes. It's just beautiful. We'll continue back and to the right here for now. It seems like we have some cool stuff going on the beach down there. I love a good walk through a pergola. We have this beautiful setup for a piano. You have to step over a little creek to get here. I walk on water because, as I've stated before, my character is canonically Jesus. No offense meant, no blasphemy intended. Here is our creator herself, Dashiko. Your face is asymmetrical. That's so rude. I didn't come here to get roasted, but okay. How pretty is this little lookout space? I think the beaches have really impressed me so far because I didn't even see pictures of them before I came, I don't think. And I think they're really well designed too. This is very elegant. Look at this little harp setup. You know, you get to practice your harp playing on the beach, on the coast. A very grand museum entrance. I'm interested to see how that is kind of offset with the symmetry vibes going on. Is it the campsite perhaps? Oh, the resident home. That's smart. That's smart. So on one side of the island, you have the museum. On the other, the resident's home. And then we have the campsite right in the middle. This is a very elegant and grand setup for the museum too. I absolutely love the shell lamps. Are we missing a shell lamp? Oh my god, we're missing a shell lamp. For a second, I thought it just wasn't loading in. But I am playing on the Switch 2, and so far, I feel like the Switch 2 has handled the typical lag you see with Animal Crossing, like highly decorated islands, pretty well. I love this little bakery session on the beach here. This is so nice. Again, a lot of symmetry in this build itself, too, which I can appreciate given the overall theme of the island. The island being called Symmetrica is a pretty good estimation of what the island is, you know? Oh, we have a little graveyard here. You can walk into it. You probably shouldn't. I love that there's a shovel here implying that this has happened recently, you know? Someone's just dug a grave area. We also have a little urn, so that is certainly something, actually. We have a little shovel and an urn ready at the graveyard. Here we have the villager neighborhood. I love these waterfalls going through. Just so elegant, so beautiful. We do have this nice little view happening, and we will go in and see the villager houses. Dasha says there are two primary villager interiors. It's either black or white, but there are details matching with each of the villagers themselves. So let's see. Oh, here is Sherb. So he has one of the sort of white themed homes. He has a lot of blue going on in here, which makes sense. It's literally Sherb. He is blue. Love his little cow's milk. We can assume it's goat milk, right? He provides his own milk for the home. You know, given the idea, the concept of sentient villagers and like the process of still baking and stuff, can we assume that the cow villagers are providing milk for the island? Like, are they knowingly just drinking their own milk? Have you considered that, chat? I'm sorry. Moving right along. I really wish we could see Kiki's house because she's so cutie, but let's see who this is. Another white no, wait, this is the darker themed home, I think. Wait a second. So a very similar layout, but with different items in place here. We have her little like kettle here on the thing. She has a wallet and keys, some incense. She's so cutie. She also has a skateboard. Achn's kind of cool. I didn't know she was chill like that. I also just noticed that she has a skateboard outside as well as this little piggy bank. Get it? Because she's a pig. That's cute. That's cutie patootie. Really good attention to detail. So this house has a grill, a cushion, and an umbrella outside. Let's see who they are. Okay, Sky, my queen. She has a light colored home. So, oh, hold on. I think the exteriors of the home are also hints because I think her house was bright and Agnes's was a darker house. Duh. Yeah, similar setup once again, but Sky has some crafting going on, both with the little painting set here. She has a piano in the corner and a scrapbook, so she's a very crafty, artsy, creative individual. I love that for her, and I think the little fruit sandwich is also super cute. Just beside her house, you get kind of an overlook to the graveyard, so if she's sitting in her little kitchen area, she can probably just see the graveyard. Yeah, okay. So, rather obviously, the houses are colored the way the interiors are. I'm picking up on subtle hints, you see. Very subtle. Let's check this out. I think this is the center of the island. So you have this little sunken waterfall. Absolutely stunning. Such a good build for an elegant island. Oh, and we're right behind resident services. The suits of armor behind the arches are so nice, by the way. I still love that detail. Just so neat. And then over here, let's check out behind this area first, I guess, since we're staying to the right. The terraforming is gorgeous. The pathways, too. That's why it looks so gorgeous on the map. Look at the extent of the terraforming here. Just beautiful. Okay, then we have these cutie little bunnies at the gazebo. It's like a little maze, which also feels like a nice little essential for an elegant core island. You can also travel down here to get a view of the waterfalls. That's another good detail. I love that you can actually access that. That is so neat. Very cute. I think those are little picnic areas on top of the cliffs too. Love that for the villagers. Let's see. I guess I can get through here. Yeah. Go down here is the campsite, and I actually appreciate there's no villager because you can more easily see the secret beach back here, which is so cutie. I think maybe Dasha might have a dog that looks like this because this dog is everywhere. It's the island flag too, which is so cute. And all of these items are customized to look like him. That's adorable. So cute. I like the little bike down here too. Again, elements of symmetry coming in with these little, the little stands there. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head right now. And again, a little area for you to come and appreciate the waterfalls, the terraforming. It just looks stunning here. Very well done. Continue right on our way. I also really appreciate the large star fragments on top of the columns. They're providing just a little bit of illumination, but for the most part, they're just really pretty. They're just lovely to look at. Oh, I didn't even go upstairs on the other half, so we'll have to go back and look at the upstairs areas for the villagers. But these are super cute. This villager has their own little stargazing area. Very science-y, so I'm feeling like this must be Petrie. Let's see. It is Petrie. Okay, cutie. And we've got a dark themed house here with a lucky cat and some cat grass, which I think, right in assuming makes this Kiki's home. Look at these little cruiser bikes. They have their own lights. What the heck? I didn't even know you could turn the lights on for those. And the villager neighborhood has a very cute little natural area too, kind of like a mini park for them. You know, the landscaping is important. Let's check out the other side too, because I didn't see these villager houses. This villager, super elegant. I don't even know who they must be, but they have some musician themed things going on, some nice porcelain. On this side, a dark house theme. This one has an electric guitar and a music stand. That might not be electric. Whatever the case, it's a guitar and a music stand, so some kind of musician villager. Let's check it out. I forgot that Roscoe was on this island. This is so cute. This house interior is so fit for him. The music area is so nice. I love this. He's got a lot going on here. He definitely has more of a like bachelor pad feel. He's definitely solo. He's got these little messy like socks on the floor, the bottles everywhere. He's got he has an interesting vibe, but I feel like it fits his character pretty well. Also, I know that we've seen Bianca walking around, so I'm going to make a guess that this is her house. It's Julian. No, that also makes sense. We saw him too. Okay, very cute. Let's see if we can guess the other houses over on this side. We haven't looked at the lower houses over here. There's Bianca, so one of these is hers. Now I'm tempted to guess it's this one, but is that too convenient? Her house has like a wintry theme going on, these little ornaments, the sled. She's a snow tiger. No, this is Aurora's house. No, I meant snow leopard. Oops. So that would have been fitting for her actually, but Aurora also makes sense. Aurora is the little penguin, so obviously. Then we've got this home. He's got night vibes. I can't remember who's on the island. This must be Sterling. Let's go and look. It feels good to be correct. Once again, I have accurately guessed. I also like that these houses are apparently flipped, so the kitchen area is on the left instead of the right, just to match with the symmetry of the island. You know, that is such a neat detail. I'm telling you, Dasha paid so much attention. I also love the turnips. That means these turnips had to be bought fresh before the dream address was updated. What a good detail. I think the turnips in here would still rot. Maybe they wouldn't. Anyway, I think this is cool for him. He's got night energy, and of course, there's a fitness theme going on in here. He's so manly and strong. I believe, last but not least, this is going to be Bianca's house. If you keep guessing the same villager, eventually you'll get it right, you know? Oh, I knew it. I knew it, guys. First try. But yeah, this does make sense for her. She has like a little shopping vibe going on. I'm sure her interior is lovely. These houses were so neat to put together and kind of a fun little game to play, you know? Trying to figure out who's who based on the little details. I do appreciate the symmetry with the builds in the houses all being similar, but the attention still to the details for the villagers individually. Okay, so on this side of the island over here, we have a little farm in front of the house. This is where the museum was on the other side, I believe. So this is really neat, and I guess we'll go down and end up finding Able sisters and stuff. We're kind of going backwards on this side. We start at the bottom of the right. We're stopping at the top of the left. This is super cute. A little wash area, which definitely feels necessary for this island. This is kind of reminding me, I'm working on a normcore island, and I was trying to think of things I should include. I definitely need a laundry area on the beach. That is so 2020 core. Everyone had laundry areas, bro. This is so neat too. I love the use of the peninsula. Like I said, the pier on the right and the peninsula on the left cannot be really replicated on the opposite side, but I love the way that Dasha has decorated them here. Just beautiful. Very pretty little waterfall view. Before we head southward, we will go in and check out the house. It is itself very beautiful. It's like a little miniature castle. Love the color of it. Let's go and check it out. Oh, just stunning right off the bat. This is like a little tea garden. Look at the little bunny over there. I'm eager to see how the rooms are laid out. So here we have this little tea garden vibe. Let's continue. And here we have a sort of bathhouse going on. Still very elegant, so classy. I love the statue having a sort of glimmer to it. This is beautiful, so restful. I do love that there's a little toilet right here. You could take a romantic bath while your partner takes the dump of their life over here. I'm so sorry, guys. So over here on the left is the kitchen. So cutie. I love it. I also love that it's candlelit and again has like a sort of glimmer going on. This is just such an elegant kitchen. The huge arched windows in the back are a nice touch. Just beautiful. I don't know. It feels like old-timey elegant, you know, because we have these ranch items in use. So it feels classy, but still kind of like old castle-y because of the wood. I don't know. I like it. And the back here is also very well done. We have just a nice little sitting room, it would seem. A good night view of the sky. I love that wallpaper with the moving stars. But it's very cozy. We've got the fireplace. They have a little goldfish in here. This item is so perfect for the island because of the like nice porcelain vase vibes, but also the white and blue details. Little ship and a bottle up there is really cute. I love the piano with the astrological sign above it. Or not astrological, you know what I mean, the stars, the constellations. So beautiful, especially with the wall detail, like the view through the windows. Also, I meant to say earlier, but Dasha made the majority of the custom designs for this build herself. Here are the custom designs. I will also put the code in the description for you, but if you visit the island, you can see them on the little kiosk here. So isn't that so neat? The paths and stuff we've been seeing are for the most part by Dasha. Oh, and upstairs is the bedroom. Again, very restful. I love the window custom design on the wall. It just adds to the elegance of the room, I think. I love these pillars with the little... It gives it kind of like a shelf behind the headboard. So nice. The ocean sunfish is unexpected, but so cute here too. I never would have thought to put an ocean sunfish model in here. I'm telling you, I'm glad that I tour a lot of islands because my creativity, I think, has been thoroughly cooked and we have an update to prepare for, so I've got to get it back, you know? This is gorgeous. I also like the hints of the stars coming in different elements of the house. I feel like that's such a good little theme connector. I don't know. I half expected this to be another painting of the dog, by the way. That would have been so funny. This is a beautiful home, though. You can tell this house was so lovingly decorated. Down here is this beautiful dining room, just absolutely gorgeous. It kind of feels like the kitchen was for servants to see, and this is for the guests to see. You know, it's very fancy, very elevated. I also love the little ponds in the corner. They literally have water features complete with ducks and a shell fountain. Insane. The statues are a nice touch as well. Just gorgeously done. Just as a reminder, now that we're back outdoors, Dasha made the majority of these custom designs, bro. Is that not so impressive? That's so cool. And also look at these little pavers. I don't know if you've noticed as we've walked through them, but they're little dogs. The stones are little dogs and hearts. That's so cute. So this area, like I said, is in the flip side of where the museum was before. I love the little farm that we have going on here. I also love the bunnies we see around the island because something about this island is giving me Alice in Wonderland vibes. It also might be what I'm wearing. Like my dress is so Alice in Wonderland coded. Oh, we have a little apiary here too. How cutie. I think this is in the place that the graves were on the other side. So we're seeing different items in place here, but there's a lot of symmetry in the structure of the builds. And going down, we have this little outdoor bath, so pretty, and a very elegant little bath, like spa area here. I love these little poolside beds too. Kind of add to the classy energy. Looks like we have a little pottery studio here where you make some gyroids. This is raw gyroid, just a thing of clay here. We have some raw gyroids sitting on the bench. I'm so sorry for calling it that. Then we've got a little reading space complete with a fish dinner. Incredible. Incredible. The beaches, like I said, really impressed me. I also really like the way the flowers have been done here, where some of them are fully grown, others are in various stages of growth. I think that's a really nice touch. It makes the beaches feel more natural, which counters the elegant, very structured island in a good way, I think. Love these stepping stones. The pond itself also appears to be pretty symmetrical for the most part, which is cool. So we have like a little duck pond here, the beautiful statue, the pillars. That's such a nice little centerpiece. And then we've got Able Sisters. Just like with Nook's Cranny, there are the two stalls in front of the store that look really nice. I also love the dresses we've seen on the island. So the one that was picked for me is actually an in-game item. This was a gift that was left in front of the airport. But I like the dresses we've seen that are custom. We see this one by the Able Sisters. We also saw one in the house in the bedroom that was really nice. I think that's, again, just such a cool detail. The cohesiveness on the island is really nice. We also have the pavers that are paw prints, by the way. So we have some that are dogs, some that are paw prints, and that's really cute. Another little like snack slash dinner spot on the island, perfect for a coastal date night, if I may be so bold. We also have this gorgeous layering just happening here beside the airport. I absolutely love the statues with the waterfalls. It just looks beautiful. And up here, looks like we're continuing on our way. I think this leads back to the plaza. Yeah, we had this gazebo on the opposite side too. Just a beautiful view, a way to fill up a good portion of space with some beautiful terraforming. And then here is the plaza itself. It seems like we've made our way around the full island. I will show you the custom designs really quick that Dasha has made so you can appreciate them. So all of this stuff that you've seen around the island was made by Dasha herself. Isn't that just incredible? So cool, so well done. Just really nice. And then even these little stone mini paths. I cannot for the life of me create custom designs, so it's wild to me. Here's the window we saw in the house. Just really neat, all of these little designs. So if you want to use any of them for your island, obviously, here's the code, feel free. Dasha, you talented creator, you. Thank you for having us on your island of Symmetrica today, and viewers, thank you for watching. Please do tell me in the comments what your favorite part of the island was, or alternately, what you're looking forward to in the 3.0 update coming in January. I am so excited to continue playing this game with you guys, and I hope that you are feeling inspired to continue working on your island if you are so disposed. Okay, bye, like and subscribe, thank you.